Well, here it is. It's October the 6th. We are right in the beginning. Well, we're into the holidays, and more holidays on the way. I thought it'd be a good time to talk to Dale, who is in customer service with the Palomino hardware store in, is it North Palomino or West Palomino, Dale?
It's North Palomino.
North Palomino. I always get those.
I can't believe you can't remember that. Yeah, no, it's just above Central.
Just above Central, right. Well, I always get the two mixed up. I'm not quite sure where the boundary is there. Now, you're in customer service at the hardware store. And
can I put you on hold?
Hi, kid. I see. Yeah.
That's a joke.
I see. Yes. That's very, very
funny. That's one of our many mottos here at North Palomino Hardware. We won't put you on hold.
Oh, that's very good. Well,
it says it right there. So call us anytime. It may ring for a little bit of a while, but we don't subscribe to any of that music that comes on in between. Can I put you on hold? And then you got to hear that music that just drives you crazy, and you just go, God, pick it up, get to the point. I want to.
Right.
I gotta buy something, or I gotta ask a question. What are your directions, or something like that? So, because the website is still down.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel the same way when I'm on hold and customer service. Life is short. I don't have that. I don't have a day to spend on hold. And I, what I hate is that the repeated announcement, like, your call is important to us. Right? Well, if it's important, why don't you?
Sorry. I'm trying to get this kitty cat out of here.
Oh.
What do you say?
Well, I was saying what bothers me with customer service quite often is that announcement when you're on hold that says, your call is very important to us. We'll be with you in a moment. Well, if my call is important to you, why don't you pick up the phone?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's why I don't like it. And if you're going to put me on hold, here's an idea. Get a real person to tell me I'm going to be put on hold. That would be okay.
Sure.
But what is the purpose of my call? Maybe I bought ice cream and I don't know if I got the right flavor. I'm talking about like a grocery store. And I don't know if I got the right flavor. Well, the whole time on hold, it's melting. So I can't return it. You're not supposed to return melted ice cream. That's just an example. That first thing that comes to my mind.
Well, the purpose
last night I finished all my dinner and stuff, and then there was like nothing for dessert. So,
poor planning.
Yeah.
Well, the purpose of my call today is you're in the hardware business, and this is we're in the midst of the holidays, and people are putting up decorations, or going to be putting up decorations. And I thought it'd be good to talk to you, maybe get some tips about hardware, some safety tips.
I'm glad you did call, because this, Michael, to be quite honest with you, is a decorator's dream kind of year.
Sure.
You've got all kinds of things coming up for that you should be decorating for. Halloween is just around the corner.
Right.
We just finished up with the Jewish New Year and Yom Kippur, and I forgive you. And then we got Thanksgiving, Indigenous Peoples Day. We've got Thanksgiving cornucopia of decorations just waiting to be scooped up down here. And what we did this year at North Palomino High School, it was kind of my idea. I'm going to take a little bit of credit because nobody ever tapped me on the head. But, I said, let's set up a room, each part of the store has a different decoration, so we don't have to keep doing it. So what we did was you walk through the store, and it's like you're walking through Halloween, and then Halloween's over, so you get down into the Thanksgiving, and then you've got all the autumnal colors that really represent Thanksgiving. I like green and pumpkin colors, and I like throw pillows. And we've got a few, not a lot. I mean, it is a hardware store.
Right.
And, but we've got, kind of like a couple of throw blankets. They're just kind of in a throw blankets and pillows and stuff. And
sure.
Here's something funny.
Okay.
Here's something really funny.
All right.
Here's a kick. we came in the other day, and there was a guy sleeping there on the pillow and the blankets. Wow!
Well, must
double
have,
take.
Yeah,
double take.
Must have looked very comfy and you just needed to curl up there. Well, let's take Halloween. Let's take Halloween because that's the holiday that's closest to us right now. So what do people need? Let's say they want to
trick
or treat. Let's say they want to decorate the outside of their home with something scary and put up some ghosts and some goblins and whatnot. What do you recommend? What do they need?
Well, this is really a good question and this has been kind of a point of contention for me for a long time, and I get a little bit angry about the whole thing. I don't lose my temper or anything, but why are you trying to scare people? Why are you trying to scare kids? Look, let's take a witch for an example.
Right.
She's just an old lady. Leave her alone, for crying out loud. A kitty, a skeleton. What is that? What kind of childhood did you have? I don't want to be scared by that.
Wow.
Don't try to enforce your fears of this world onto me. I'm just a little boy or girl. I want to skip and jump and play marbles or run and tease my friend and roll around and tumble. And you're trying to scare me with a scaredy cat, like their back is curled up and there's a skull or like people skeletons coming out of coffins and spooky noises and haunted house and worms and
mushy. Well,
don't do that to me. Leave me alone.
Well, isn't that part of the thrill, though? Part of the fun. The reason we go and watch scary films is because we like to be scared when it's a fantasy, when it's escape.
But that's just the kids don't want that. The adults want it. They're living vicariously through. Believe me, they are living vicariously through their kids, and their kids don't. Kids want to hug and cuddle and suck their thumb and rub their little furry, woolly bear or teddy, their blanket.
So, then Dale, what would you recommend then for Halloween decorations? Then that would be maybe a more positive and happier and lighter. Any suggestions?
Just to have a bunch of, vegan, gluten-free candy hanging around, and and dress up and stuff. But don't dress up like a scary dead mummy.
Okay.
Who took your lunch money on the way to school when you were growing up?
Okay. Now, what do you?
That's my thing.
That's
my deal. And Merv and Ida, they run the place. I love them. Ida's like a second mother to me, and she makes apple pie and stuff around the holidays, and I love it. And she'll save me a piece.
All right.
I don't go over there a lot. I used to, but for some reason. Hello?
Well, before I let you go, let me ask you this. When somebody comes to your door, I assume that because you mentioned candy a bunch of times, that you give out a lot of candy. So when somebody comes to your door at Halloween and they're dressed as a mummy or a vampire or something scary, how do you react?
Well, honestly, I put the bowl of candy down on the side and I say, "Excuse me just a minute, kids. I'm going to talk to your mom or your dad." And I'll take him out there. I'll tell him what's on my mind.
Really?
Well, you're doing it as a kid. That kid doesn't need to be scared. He needs to be hugged, And then what invariably happens, I'll end up hugging one of the parents.
How does that go over?
Not often, but it has happened.
Is it well received?
Not that much.
Okay. Well, Dale, thanks for being here. We'll check back with you. I know there'll be other decorations.
Stop by during Thanksgiving. I'm trying to talk Merv and Ida into doing a whole section of throw pillows and all with that same pumpkin theme and stuff. And that's the other thing about the pumpkin carving class.
Yeah,
it's canceled.
Why is that?
Too much liability.
I got it. Okay, thank you, Dale.
A lot of the kids. You can't. It's the liability and I can't even talk about it because it's still in
it's traumatic
litigation.
All right. Litigation. Well, all right, Dale. Thank you from North Palomino.
That's just with my landlord too. That has nothing to do with Mervyn, Idaho. Okay.
Right. North Palomino Hardware Store. Thank you for checking in. You've been listening to O'Brien and Bolt, the podcast. I'm Michael O'Brien.
And I'm Geoff Bolt.
And our job is to entertain
as well as inform.
If you like what you heard today, please give us a big thumbs up on your source for
all your podcasts.
And you can find us on Facebook at O'Brien and Bolt. Thanks.